Hey folks, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing the coloring scare tag, and I have brought Brian along.
Hi.
To do it with me, so he is here to do it with me. Anyway, this is a tag that was created by Corey at Colorfully Optimistic and Emma at Emma Colors 2020. They will be linked below. I was tagged by Emily Illustrator, to do this tag, so I am going to do that, and Brian's going to answer as well, so you get both of us today. This image is by Coloring Chicks. I'm just going to be coloring it while we're answering the questions. So here we go. I think there are 19 questions, so we will see how it goes. You got to keep up with what number we're on.
Oh, I actually have a purpose here.
Yes. Okay, number one.
Number one.
What weapon would you choose if you were living in The Walking Dead?
What would you pick?
I would pick, I gotta see what color this is. I would pick a bat.
Bat's a good one. Like Lucille, like the
Yeah.
barbed wire bat.
Negan.
It's a cool
Yeah.
bat.
What Negan has.
I kind of go along the same lines with that. I kind of want a sword because you can't run out of bullets with either one of those. And that in movies like that, that's always seems what happens. They run out of bullets and they have to scream and run. And that's not my style.
Okay, so I say a bat and you say a sword.
That's right.
All
We ain't
right.
scared of no ghost.
Number two.
We ain't afraid of no ghost. I got that wrong.
Yeah, you did. Number two. If you were paid to stay the night in a haunted house, would you, and how much would you have to be paid?
I was just as honest when you asked me this that time before. You wouldn't have to pay me to stay there. I think it would be awesome. I don't need any money. I'm good. Let's bring that on.
I would stay as well as long as Brian was with me.
Maybe you could cover a brother's supper ticket. You know what I mean? Kick up a few bucks for some chicken nuggets or something. That'd be good.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be a long night, and we're gonna be running. Obviously, when you have dreams,
I'm not running nowhere.
I'm never to be found anyway. So.
I'm not running anywhere. Anyway, yes, I would go, but as long as Brian was there
You're gonna be running
with me. All right, number three. What superstition or urban legends do you believe in?
Ooh. You go first.
What?
You go first.
Well, I don't believe in any superstitions or urban legends, but I do find them intriguing.
Yeah.
I would probably say, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite would be.
I'm going to say Bell Witch. And that's a Tennessee one. If you don't know about it, you should look it up. It's a pretty crazy story.
But yeah, I find them
I mean, you mean superstitions? You mean like scary
intriguing.
superstitions?
Like when when a black cat goes across in front of you when you're driving and you X out the windshield.
So hold your legs up when you go over train tracks.
Hold your legs up when you go over train tracks. If you see a penny on heads, you pick it up. That kind of thing. It's going to bring you good luck.
If you're Shannon, if you see a animal walking down the street, you pick it up and bring it home.
Yeah, well.
My little Ellie Mae.
Hey ho. Anyway, okay. What number are we on? Number 4. Which horror movie did you never get over? Where's my... Which horror movie did you never get over?
What was yours?
I'm really not scared of movies, horror movies per se. But one that I can say that I saw after the movie was over would be The Ring. I went outside to let the dogs out, and I could see her, like, in my head. Like, I could see her, the hair and all that in my head. So
creepy kids. Why?
That's what I would say. That's the only thing I could come up with would be The Ring, because,
I'm going to have two. The first one we originally kind of discussed these was, mine was Last House on the Left, just because it could happen. It was so crazy. We talk about The Strangers because it's so crazy and so realistic. Not necessarily some boogeyman, but some crazy jerk trying to get you. But after we watched it the other night, I got to just thinking of how crazy and cool that the new version was, and how it tied in with all of his other books, and it's just really kind of fascinated me how he come up with all that. So I'd have to kind of go that way with both of those.
Yeah, The Strangers. If you hadn't seen The Strangers, you should see The Strangers.
Creepy.
The Liv Tyler version of The Strangers.
Yeah, not the other one. The Liv Tyler version.
So,
she's excellent in that one.
Yes, and that stuff can really happen. So, that's the kind of movies that will get you, or get me. I don't, horror movies don't do anything for me.
And any New Kids on the Block videos, that's terrifying as well.
Okay, let's see. Where are we at? What is your favorite scary and or Halloween coloring book? Well, I'm going to say Beauty of Horror 5 because it cracks me up. And it is by far, I think, my favorite Halloween book ever. And Brian doesn't have any, so...
I'll just have to agree with her on that one. Although, is that the one with his little character?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty cute book.
Yeah,
it wasn't scary. I mean, it's
hilarious. It cracks me up. But so it's my favorite.
You can be serious about it, or you can have fun with it. I mean, that's what it is about, having fun. So.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Okay, what is the scariest book you've ever read? I don't know that I've really read scary books, but I'm going to say No Exit, and Taylor Adams, I think, is the author. If you haven't read that, you really should, because it's a good book. And the only reason I say that over others is because I still can remember pretty much everything about that book, and that says a lot, because usually I forget it as soon as I read it. So I'm going to say No Exit. But Taylor Adams, I think that's the author.
Back when I was younger, my grandmother gave me a collection of books, and in that was Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. And that has always stuck with me. It's not necessarily a very long book per se, but it was a collection of stories. It's one of them in it. And it's a story about a man that kills another man, and as he's hiding the body, he can hear this man's heart beating through the walls. He buried him in the wall. And it's just the way he described it. He was a master of that. If you've never read that story, I read all the stories. They're all great. But that was pretty spooky.
Let's see. If you could be a scary monster, what one would you be? I would be Pennywise.
That's a pretty good one.
Because I just want to run real fast and go.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
You gotta have dance moves like Pennywise.
Yeah, so I want to run real fast and go like this, real fast.
I want to be the alien from Aliens, because I could tear some food up with a double set of teeth like that. Imagine what I could do to a chicken wing with that thing.
Chicken wing?
Chicken wing. Hot dog and bologna.
So, alien. Okay. Where is this? I'm having trouble with my words. Where is the scariest place you have ever been? Mine's kind of crazy, but I mean...
You tell yours first then. I can't remember what I said.
It's not really a big thing, but when I was younger, my granny's sister lived it's called High Towers or whatever, and it was a very, very tall apartment building, and she lived way, way up high, and I can distinctly remember going to the window and freaking out because we were so high up. So I'm going to say that's probably the scariest place I've been. Other than an elevator full of people and I had to bone out. I was like...
You don't do elevators.
You need to move. They kept coming in and kept coming in and kept coming in. And I was like, that's too many people in here. And so I was like, I got to go. And nobody would move. And finally I yelled at them and jetted out the door. Luckily Brian followed, but...
All right.
Anyway.
So... I told you an answer to that question when you asked it the other day, but I thought about a story that I'd long forgot. When I worked for a company in town, and we borrowed some tables and chairs from a local funeral home, so I had to go over there and load the tables and chairs up. And as I'm in there, I walk along to ask the director a question, and found myself in the embalming room with a couple bodies chilling there. Not that it scared me, because they're dead, you know. I had sorrow and Well, we don't know. They could not have been.
Sometimes they sit straight up on the table.
If that had happened, I'd have
Just
went to a
saying.
brick wall. But
Just saying.
it was a little eye opening. Of course, I wanted to do that anyway, and didn't have the intelligence to be a embalmer. So,
Well, on
it,
that,
it was just kind of creepy. Creepy is a good word, I guess. I don't know. We're all going to be there one day, I guess. So.
the thing I used to help with the flower shop, and you had to go and pin flowers like on the coffins, and it was a little spooky to lean over them and do the pinning of the flower on the inside of the coffin lid. So it's a little eerie feeling if you've especially if you watch as many movies as we watch. So
I have a personal story to share about that. Can I share it?
What?
So we got a phone call. My wonderful, beautiful great-grandmother, they told us at the nurse home she was at that she had passed away. So I got undressed and I headed on down there, and I beat everybody there. So I walk in, and Granny's laying there, and I love this woman. She was so dear to me. She took care of me when I was a baby, and I stayed with her while Dad worked. So I'm sitting there, and I grab her hand, I'm holding it. All of a sudden, she took the biggest gasp of breath ever, and I almost jumped through a window because they had told me she'd passed away, and I was kind of expected that. But she wasn't dead yet, and, when you have in your mind they're dead and they take another breath, yeah, let's go. Time to go.
yeah.
So when they came in the room, I had a pillow over her face trying to make sure that...
Shut up.
No, I'm kidding about that. She was a beautiful woman, and I miss her every day. But,
Jeez.
But that scared what is the word? The pee water out of me. That's what you always say. Scared the pee water out of me.
Anyway. Okay, number 9. Are you scared of the dark? And if so, what scares you the most about the dark?
I'm not scared of the dark at all. But if I'm in the dark and some stupid bug decides to fly out my nose, you're going to see breakdancing moves that no professional could ever replicate. But as far as being scared of the dark, no. I'm a child of the light. It's okay.
I'm not scared of the dark, but why you want to walk in it? I don't understand.
I mean, that's why iPhone got a flashlight on it, right?
Yeah. I can't see in the dark, so I'm just saying.
I can barely see in the light.
Right. Okay, number 10. Do you go to the toilet with the lights on or off after a scary movie? And if you have a closet, would you need to have the door fully closed to sleep?
I make sure that my closet has a sweater on it before I go. Is that a 2-part question?
Yes. Let's start. If you go to the bathroom, do you go to the bathroom with the lights on after you watch a scary movie?
You answering that first? You want me to?
I go to the bathroom with the lights on all the time. I don't understand why we have to walk anywhere in the dark. Not because I'm scared. Although, when I was younger, my granny had to go to the kitchen when I went to the bathroom because I was not going to the bathroom without somebody being in the kitchen. My granny being in the kitchen. So, but yeah, there's a window in the kitchen, and the kitchen is off the bathroom. And as I was walking from the living room, you can see the kitchen window, and it's pitch black there. And yeah, that was a little freaky as I was, if y'all know about some of my lovely cinematic dreams that I have a crazy mind, so yeah.
I'm never around.
It was
in Shannon's dreams. She's always trying to find me. I don't know what separation anxiety she has going on with me.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I don't know why we go to the bathroom in the dark. Why not just cut the light on?
Let me answer that here. Okay, so I'm assuming the majority of your friends here are women, so understand that I am a male. And if I don't cut some for my lights on, there's going to be pee all over them walls, on the mirrors, toothbrush. I may be in the sink. I don't know. So I got to at least make sure where I'm aiming before I start firing there. So.
What about the closet doors? Does it have to be closed?
I don't care.
The closet door stays open here.
In this house, though,
only because it can't close because he has too many clothes in it. But anyway.
One bathroom, if you don't close it, you'll have a critter get in there and you'll open it and they'll jump it on you, you'll holler right
You
loud.
sleeping in the bathroom? We're talking about...
I have slept in the bathroom before.
Well, I'm just saying. It's talking about...
I've been accused of being there while I'm asleep. So.
So, anywho.
I woke up in the floor in there a couple times.
The
in my younger days.
The closet is open. It doesn't matter. Now the light has to be off because we ain't all about the light under the closet. Do you prefer to watch scary movies with others or alone? Others, because they crack me up.
We got one friend that'll holler. It don't even be a scary part. A bird will fly by and she'll scream like a yeti.
No.
We won't call her name though.
Let's see what else. Number 12. Do you want to be a vampire, zombie, or werewolf, and why?
I'm finna tell you what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be the type of vampire. I'm either gonna have that fresh satin cape, and I'm gonna be stylish because even though he's drinking blood out of necks, he's always got that great tuxedo on. Or I'm gonna be the one where I walk out in the sunlight and sparkle like a diamond. They're always beautiful. It's a little cold, no reflection. Of course, I don't have to worry about my look if I don't have a reflection. Werewolves kind of stink, and zombies is dead.
I'm gonna be a vampire as well.
Be a beautiful vampire, baby.
Would you participate in the zombie run?
I think that would be fantastic.
Yes. Would you be a zombie or a runner?
Whatever they wanted me to be.
You have to pick one or the other. Would you be a zombie or a runner?
Do I have to go brang? Do I have to be like that and drag my feet behind me as I'm trying to run? Or
I would be a zombie.
if I could just straight up run, then...
No, you're a zombie. Zombie don't straight up run.
I worked in a haunted house one time, and we had to audition to get it, and they made us all act like zombies for about 40 minutes. We were all walking back and forth. It was a little creepy, and I made the cut and didn't even get to be a zombie at all. I got to jump out on people with a chainsaw all night in the rain. It rained every weekend that I worked that thing. I don't know what that was all about, but it was spooky. It was fun. Made a lot of people pee themselves.
I would have punched you in the face. I would be a zombie. Yes, I would do it. Do you prefer gory, creepy, or cute and spooky?
Gory, creepy, or
cute and spooky.
Oh.
I don't particularly care for the gory. It doesn't bother me, but I prefer creepy. Don't have to have the gory. I think they take it to extremes sometimes with the gory, unnecessarily.
It's a bit much sometimes, yeah. I like it. I mean, I'm a horror fan. I love the gory. I love the creepy. We watched something that was the Halloween movie this morning. It was funny and it was cute. It had its
the Muppets, the Haunted Mansion.
I didn't know if I could say its name or not. I didn't know.
The Muppets, the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, Muppets, Haunted Mansion. It was funny.
But it was nostalgic to anybody who used to watch the Muppets. But anyway.
But yeah, sometimes I don't know why they have to be so graphic, but some people just absolutely, that's how they get their scare. They see that. So.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten a little beyond that, I think. I don't know. Which kind of stinks, I guess, because it used to be cool. So.
Yeah, I don't care for the gory, but the creepy. I do the creepy. But I'm more of a psychological thriller kind of whatever. What scares you most about being home alone? What's that like?
What? Never home alone? I don't know. Mine would be my family's left. It's Christmas. These two nimblets keep trying to break in, and all I can do is set up these elaborate traps to try to stop these guys, because it never occurs to me to pick up the phone and just call the police. Wait a minute, that's Home Alone. My bad. I don't know. I'm scared of being home alone. That'd be
I'm not scared of being home alone either, but I have a lot of protection. Would you rather walk through a cornfield or a forest in the dark? Cornfield all the way.
Cornfield. I've walked through both.
I ain't walking through no dang forest at night. That's just asking for trouble. Cornfield too, but I'm just saying I'm gonna walk through a cornfield.
both of them's a guaranteed broke leg if you ain't careful. So, talk about being scared with a broke leg in the middle of a cornfield somewhere.
Yeah. There should be a
Ever since Children of the Corn, nobody wants to go in a cornfield anymore. That's like a terrifying thing now.
I probably could have zoomed down some. It's all good. We're not here for my color anyway. Number 17. If you could make a magic potion, what would it do and what ingredients would it take to make it?
Magic potion for me would involve Rogaine with minoxidil, and I'd have a luscious head of hair that I've never had. Like, I never had cool hair. I've always had curly hair. So I had it down to about the middle of my back, but it curled up, so I looked like I'd have been on some sort of 70s show with a big poofy afro. So
what was your ingredients?
Rogaine with minoxidil.
And what else?
A little bit of luck, and probably some, I don't know, some Brute, probably, or some...
You said Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Pepper. Gotta have Dr. Pepper in there.
Yeah.
That's my lifeblood.
Well, mine would be a healing potion, and it would consist of apple cider vinegar, probiotics, and Tylenol.
There has to be a limit to how much apple cider vinegar a human can drink. This woman drinks it like water.
I do not. Number 18. What was your favorite Halloween costume of all time? Dang, I was going to show them.
I guess if I can find it.
Favorite Halloween costumes of all time. I think we have 3 that I really like. Maybe. I meant to look them up and I forgot.
Well, tell me about it. Describe what we did.
Well, we were Gertie and Elliot from E.T. And also, I really liked that one. Then we were Cousin It and Uncle Fester. I really liked that one. And then we were Beauty and the Beast, Belle and the Beast.
I was Belle.
Yeah, Brian was Belle. So
Oh,
that's
good, too.
probably
I rocked that big yellow dress.
if you you can go on my Instagram, and if you scroll down quite a ways, you'll see if you want to see it.
Oh man.
So yeah.
Maybe if we can find them, you could put them on there here in a little while.
So yeah, there's that. Number this is the last one. Would you rather?
Ooh, I remember that movie.
Who would you rather have as a friend? Michael Myers, Pennywise, Alien, Predator, Freddy Krueger, and why? Michael Myers was mine, I think. I think Michael Myers is mine. Although I like them all. But Michael Myers because he is a survivor. However, I think he only has the new movie coming out and one more, and then maybe he's not so much of a survivor anymore. But that's who I'm going to say. Michael Myers is mine.
I'm going to have to go with Mr. Frederick Krueger just because he's the wittiest of all those.
Yeah, he is funny.
Great lines.
Yeah, he's funny.
And as far as terrifying, his looks are pretty scary. The knife glove's pretty gnarly.
And getting in your dreams.
Yeah, and getting in your dreams. I do love Michael Myers. He is my absolute favorite. Him and Jason tie for my favorite all-time characters, honestly. They're just it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I went to a concert one time from one of my favorite bands. They're called Twisted, and their background dancers is one of them was dressed as Michael Myers and the other is dressed as Jason, and they dance with axes the whole time. It was kind of funny. In between songs, they pick up 5-gallon gasoline canisters, which is full of water, but it looks like gas, and they're pouring it on themselves because I'm sure it's hot in those suits. But it was just a cool theatrical thing. I just thought I'd share that. I don't know why, but it's pretty neat to see Michael Myers and Jason dancing in the background. So,
is there anything else you want to say about Halloween or scaring things? Or
it's one of my favorite holidays, just because as a kid it was always fun. Mama would load us up in the car, and we'd go ride around and with our Walmart sacks, because Mom's like, I'm not going to pay $2 for no sack with a pumpkin on it. And she, we'd have our little bag and go get it filled up. And me and my brother would eat our candy by the next day usually. My sister would have hers till about Easter the next year because she was a candy hoarder.
what dressing up for Halloween for when you were a kid? What was your favorite? What did you do?
I don't remember. You know, I really don't remember. I remember having a Wolfman costume one time.
I was a witch one time, or several times. I was a clown. I also had those plastic masks. Those,
Yeah.
that would kill you now.
Oh, the little rubber band that would snap
Yes.
it back and cut your face off. Yes.
I had a Frankenstein, one of those.
I had a Frankie one. Yes, I did.
Um,
I had a devil one.
I
one
wish
time.
I still had them so that I could just put them on the wall. But anyway.
I used to dress up like an insane clown and take Trey trick or treating when he was a little. I look forward to it more than he did, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, I think that is all of them. Now I'm supposed to tag people.
Oh, here comes the fun part.
Yeah, I think I'm going to tag Kirsty. I asked her. And I'm going to tag Kirsty from Kirsty Color and Sketch. I'm going to tag the Coloring Diva, Manai, from the Coloring Diva. I asked her, but she didn't get back to me. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And I'm also going to tag Angela, I think. True Hugh. I'm not sure if she's been tagged or not, but we're running out of people to tag. So if you want to do it, and I didn't tag you, by all means, do it. It's a fun little tag. And thanks to Corey and Emma for coming up with this tag. It was kind of neat to answer the questions and
Thank you to Emily for tagging you.
And hear everything everybody had to say. So yeah, and thanks to Emily for tagging me, thinking of me to tag me. So yeah.
Appreciate you for inviting me in. I had fun answering questions.
Yes.
I hope I wasn't too ignorant sounding.
No, you're fine. We all know you by now.
That's a pretty dress you're coloring there, by the way.
Thanks. If I will leave all the links below along with the questions if you want to do it yourself. Even if you don't do videos or whatever and you just want to do it with your family or whatever, then please do so. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, be kind to one another, make someone smile, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Happy Halloween.